As an amateur, I think my last competition was the IMAF, and then I turned professional after that. So I got gold in the Europeans out in Bulgaria, which I was really happy about, on an absolute high. And then my first 3 pro fights, I got 3 TKOs or KOs within the first round, so I was an all-time high. You know, the fight with Malone, it was definitely an eye-opener. For me, I feel like you can go one of 2 ways. You can fold after a loss, accept defeat and not really move forward in the right direction, or you can use it as a motivating factor. And for me, getting up for training every day after that loss, it was one of the toughest things I've ever experienced, and definitely a motivating factor. You know, I wasn't spending enough time on the things that I needed to work on, and that's obviously for any kind of development, regardless of what sport or what kind of martial art, you have to be working on the things that you need to improve, and you can't stay in your lane. So this has been an eye-opener. I genuinely believe this is the making of me. This will be my best performance yet, and I've definitely worked on the things I've needed to work on. I spent the majority of this fight camp out in Phuket. I was out there for about 8 weeks, so I started the camp really early, and I was obviously taking everything that I've been working on with Dean and NFM and using that as my foundation. The main reason I go out to Phuket is to train with Eric. He's one of my coaches now at the moment, and my game's progressed massively working with him. So I've basically been following him around, and yeah, he's been my main coach for this last camp. Eric just has a wealth of knowledge, from his grappling side of things to applying that grappling to MMA. And I think the thing that surprised me the most is his ideas on philosophy and the ways that we should approach training, the ways we would approach a fight, and our mental upkeep during fight camp as well. So it's really important that he's given me some tools there to work on, and I think my game's come along massively, not just in the physical sense, with improving some of the areas that I might have needed to, like the grappling and things like that and wrestling, but in terms of my mental capacity and the way that I can take information in and apply it during the fights. Over in Tiger Muay Thai, we're working with Stephen. He's another New Yorker, just like Eric, and he's been working on my striking skills. And man, we clicked really quickly. There's sometimes you might not click with someone straight away, but as soon as we started hitting the pads, we found each other's rhythm. We found out what we liked in each other's work, and the most important thing for me was the fact that I could feed back information to him and tailor the session based on how I'm feeling and how I think the session needs to go, and vice versa. What was so impressive about him is his understanding of striking at such a young age. I think it was 25, 24, 25. His understanding of being able to pick out some of the things that you need to work on, but ultimately he doesn't want to change too much about your game. He wants you to work on the things that you're really good at. I'm fighting a guy called Darren O'Gorman. He's from the MMA Clinic. You know, he's a competent striker, and he's got good jiu-jitsu, you know. So I've got a game plan in place. I'm just going to be inflicting damage this fight, and I don't think he's going to be able to handle it, if I'm being truly honest. This is going to be a devastating fight, and it's going to be a bad night for him, so I'm really looking forward to this, man. I'm in the best shape I've ever been. So simple, effective violence, that's what I'm going to be showcasing next Saturday. I'm going to be putting on a clinic, a striking clinic with grappling, with everything that needs to be put in place to get this win now. But I will be doing damage. The aim of the game right now is damage. And I don't think he's going to be able to handle it. I've sacrificed a lot for this fight, you know, financially, emotionally, leaving my family and stuff to go and travel. Into everything, it's been taxing. I put everything into this camp. No stone has been unturned. And I'm ready to go now. After this fight, get this win in June. I think there's a few cards in September, October time, so maybe have a month off in the summer, just enjoy summer, and get straight back into camp. I want to stay fit, obviously just enjoy life over the summer, but I want to get back in there ASAP. I think there's a September card maybe in Liverpool, there's one in Cardiff as well, maybe October, so just try and hit those up, both of those, that'd be absolutely great, and collect some wins there. And I want to get going for that flyweight title. Ultimately, nothing else really matters. I want to go for that flyweight title. The bantamweight title is open at the moment as well. After Jack Shaw's now gone to the UFC, so you know there's a few options for me. We'll see how this fight plays out, and we'll go from there. I just want to thank the Apex Army for all getting tickets for this Saturday. I just want to thank everyone for coming out. The support is is second to none, honestly. The crowd goes crazy when I'm fighting, so thank you to all of you, thank you to all my sponsors as well for supporting me during this camp. It's been a long one, it's been a tough one, and it's the road back to the winning column now, so yeah, thank you to everyone.